So if you look at Nepal, what is happening is people are demanding justice. So let's talk about the values, right? Justice is a value. I think accountability is a value. They feel like government is no longer accountable, acts in an accountable way. They are talking about a freedom of expression, right? So they are trying to express themselves. They were censored in social media, so they feel like this ban was a direct hit on their freedom of expression. I think there is a lot of talk of nepotism, so equalities, right? So merit versus privilege. So that's a key thing that's playing out. And Gen Z has come out with these protests, right? So Gen Z is saying that we have a voice, that you can't take us for granted. And this element of a particular section of the society saying, I have a voice and I am participating in the public discourse. So that's the broad values that are at play here. Now let's talk about the tussle, the conflict, right? The dichotomies that are going on. So one clear one in front of you is citizen versus state, right? So the citizens are fighting the state. The state is saying X, citizens are saying Y. And obviously in this kind of dichotomy, what also plays out is freedom versus control, right? So the state is the controlling authority, citizens demand freedom. So that's one more dichotomy that is playing out. Meritocracy versus privilege, we talked about that. This Gen Z unrest, it comes when typically all else fails, right? So Gen Z is like, oh, they're doing their own thing, and young people, they're like you, they're involved in making their careers, and they have so many different priorities. So when it comes to them fighting for the nation, it really is when the last straw is on the camel's back, right? So this is almost hope and versus disillusionment, right, to some extent, right? So there is total disillusionment, and they're coming in with a last effort to bring a change, right? So what also struck me here is that there is total unrest, but there is chaos, there is disorder. But what the people are looking for is an orderly form of government. Right? Orderly, they're looking for order, but they are using disorder as a means to get there. So those are the broad things. I think historical perspectives, I asked you. I think Tiananmen Square protests, the Arab Springs, the Indian emergency, Occupy Wall Street, those are all good examples which come close to it. Bangladesh too. There is tremendous fodder you can get from these kinds of events on essay writing, and I think it will also make you better prepared for interview, for just you better person overall, right? So stay tuned, we'll be back with more interesting stuff.